It's the summer break, and to celebrate, you and your friends decide to take a well-deserved trip to the beach. Once you get there, the first thing you do is to relax in the water for a while. After a few peaceful minutes though, you suddenly hear people whispering to each other in a very weird way. They start to look very worried, and even some leave the area, with their pace quickening by the second. In an instant, you're thrown from the water and into the sandy shore. Did an ocean current just push you back? It couldn't have been, because the water came out from under you. As you look back out to the ocean, you see a monstrous sight. It takes you a second to process your shock, but soon enough, you start to run away because barreling straight at you was the devastating force of a mega-tsunami. Running as quick as you could, you headed to the city to find a tall skyscraper that would protect you. When you find one, you make your way up the stairs as fast as your legs would allow you. As you climbed your way up, however, things became extremely chaotic, as thousands of people from the city and the beach crowded the stairs. They all tried to escape the incoming wave of the Mega-Tsunami, which soared thousands of feet high. With the mass panic of everyone trying to survive, it was impossible for you to get to safety before its inevitable arrival. In the distance, waters are already crashing through cars, buildings, and even people. Then, the skyscraper shook violently, before quickly filling up with water, submerging everything and everyone inside it. You try your best to swim up as the water rises, and luckily, you made it to the top floor. You take a huge breath of air and look out, again, to where the ocean once was. But as you do, you go pale with horror and shock to what you see. The entire city was submerged underwater, and now that the panicked screams had stopped, only silence filled the air. It was almost as if the world around you became a part of the ocean itself. This was just the beginning. All over the country, in hundreds of cities, millions of people suffer the uncaring wrath of the Mega-Tsunami. You may have survived, but it wouldn't be long until you too face a similar fate, because nobody would be coming for you. Rescue services to help devastated cities would be nearly impossible to organize at this scale. No police or firemen would come to help, because they too are trying to survive. Normally, the government would perform search and rescue missions to help evacuate and rebuild cities after any major natural disaster, but this was different. And they, too, become paralyzed by the massive tsunami. They would need to repair themselves before they would even consider rebuilding your city. Scientists from across the world would try to find the cause of it all, but they would have a difficult time. Usually, tsunamis come from tectonic plates shifting, but at the scale of a mega-tsunami, this wouldn't be enough. Instead, huge amounts of water would have been directly displaced at a very fast speed. Massive asteroids set on fire from crashing down too quickly may be the cause. If so, they would have collided with the Atlantic Ocean so violently that the mega-tsunami would be born. Among all natural disasters known to man, mega-tsunamis dominate as one of the most violent and destructive type. After all, even if you were at our tallest skyscraper, your hopes of survival would be lost. These mega-tsunamis do happen in our time, with the most recent having hit only 5 years ago. However, one large enough to destroy the US is incredibly rare to have. Still, it is terrifying to imagine that water which gives us life could be an unstoppable force capable of such destruction. With the endless potential of natural disasters, however, mega-tsunamis are just one among many things that evoke infinite wonder. We hope you enjoyed our look into what could happen if a mega-tsunami were to hit. Do you think a single person would be able to survive a mega-tsunami? Share your thoughts, suggestions, and questions in the comments below. Interesting new content like this is uploaded every week, so be sure to like and subscribe to see more of Infinite Wonder.